There's a word today. There's a word today. You know, we're living in some troubled times.
Yes, sir.
We're living in some confused times. We're living in time. I saw on the news over India. They're burning bodies because of the COVID. And I sat there and I watched it on the news and I said, you know, the devil don't care about nobody. The enemy come to kill, steal, and destroy. He destroying lives. He destroys homes. He got this COVID, this worldwide virus going on, and the world confused. In biblical days, in Old Testament days, they called it a plague. When God allowed a plague to come upon a nation because of their sins, because of their immoralities. We pushing same-sex marriage, LGBTQ. Now we're saying that males can participate in women's sports, and then the news media saying it's okay. God is watching. God and the hand of God is on this nation. And judgment is coming.
My Lord.
Judgment is coming.
Mama.
In the book of Psalms, I believe God gave a word for today. The 37 divisions of Psalms, beginning with the first through the third verse. We're going to jump down to Genesis 41, 3 and 4. It says, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herbs. Trust in the Lord, and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Genesis 41, 3 and 4. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I am Joseph. Doeth my father yet live? And his brethren could not answer him, for they were troubled at his presence. That fourth verse. And Joseph said unto his brethren, come near to me, I pray you. And they came near, and he said, I am Joseph, your brother, whom ye sold into Egypt. If I were used for a thought today, it would be God is. God is.
Yes, he is.
Now let us take a look at this man Joseph. First of all, we should note that the hand of God was upon Joseph's life from his birth. Now Joseph may not have known this, or Joseph may not have understood it, but God was with Joseph and watched over Joseph all the days of his life, through the good and the bad. Joseph was a dreamer. Joseph had a gift that he would dream dreams and see visions. And God would show Joseph things that was going to happen in people's life and in his life, and real events. In other words, God showed Joseph the future and future events. In the Holiness Church back in the day, they called this revelation knowledge or prophecy. God's hand was upon Joseph's life. Joseph was chosen, anointed, and appointed by the Almighty for that time. When I look at the life of Joseph, I draw the conclusion that Joseph did not understand or fully understand this gift that was upon his life. Joseph did not understand that the hand of God was upon his life. And Joseph, being young and immature, Joseph would go about telling everyone and anyone, including his family, about these dreams that he would have.
That's right.
When we search the scripture, we find that some of Joseph's brothers were mean, evil, wicked, and jealous of Joseph. They did not want to hear Joseph or about Joseph's dream.
Right. That's right.
Genesis 37 and 5. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it his brother. And they hated him yet the more because of his dream, because of what God has shown him. That was Joseph's brothers.
That's right.
One of the mistakes we make in our life, on our job, and in business, and even in the church, we think that everybody wants to see us succeed or be successful.
My.
Everybody that smiles with you don't wish you well.
That's right.
Everybody that smiles with you don't want to see you happy.
True.
Not even church folks. Have mercy, Lord.
Mercy, Lord.
Now, some do, but not everyone. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's the truth. But Joseph's dreams did get the attention of his father.
That's right. That's right.
For the Bible declares that Jacob took note of Joseph's dreams. Genesis 37, 10 and 11. And Joseph told it to his father and his brethren. And his father rebuked him, chasing him. What you talking about? Where you getting this from? You got to be crazy, boy. And said unto him, what is this dream that thou hast dreamed? What you talking about? Shall I and thy mother and thy brothers indeed come and bow down ourselves to thee at the earth? Shall we make you a God or Lord over us? And in that 11th verse, and his brethren, Joseph's brothers, his 10 brothers, envied him, was jealous of him. But his father observed the saying, but Jacob took note what Joseph had said. For Jacob realized that the hand of God was upon Joseph's life. Now, one day when Joseph's brothers was in the field working, when they heard Joseph was coming, the hate, the jealousy, in their heart toward Joseph was so strong that they wanted to kill Joseph,
Yes, they did. Yes, they
their
did.
very brother. Have mercy. Genesis 37, 18 and 21. And they said, and when they saw him, Joseph, afar off, coming in the distance, even before he came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him. They saw him on the next block. And before he got here to the church door, they had made plans to kill Joseph. And in that 90th verse, they said one to another, behold, this dreamer cometh. This boy that got all this stuff in his head, that God go use him, God go do this. Here he come. The 20th verse, come now therefore, let us slay him and cast him into some pit. And we will say some evil beast has devoured him. And we will see what will become of this dreamer. We go kill him. We go lie and say that a beast or some wild animal in the wilderness killed him.
Yeah.
And Reuben heard it. Reuben, one of his brothers. One of his brothers that didn't have the hate, the jealousy, the envy in his heart. And he delivered him out of their hands and said, let us not kill him. We can't kill our brothers. You know, the Bible tells us in Solomon 8:6 that hate is crueler than the grave. In other words, hate is worse than death.
My Lord.
People will hate you enough that they will want to kill you. Especially when you start messing with their money.
Yes, sir.
Genesis 37 and 20, and Joseph's brothers plotted a scam to kill him and leave him for dead in the field. All because he was a dreamer, or they had hate and jealousy in their heart. But the Spirit of the living God, Joseph God, the great I am that I am,
Yeah.
the Alpha and Omega, the creator of all the earth, got in the heart of one of Joseph's brothers. And he said to his brothers, we can't kill our brother Joseph.
Yes, sir.
In the midst of it all, just stand still, and the Lord will fight your battles for you, both seen and unseen. Here Joseph was out in the field looking for his brothers, and he didn't know that they was plotting to kill him. But yet his other brother, God got in his heart.
Yes, right.
And moved upon him to stop his brothers from killing him. Joseph had no idea that this death was lurking around the corner for him. But God,
Yes, sir.
God
Yes, sir.
moved in his brother's heart. For David said, yea, though I walk through the valley
Yeah.
of the shadow of death,
Shout out there.
I will fear no evil.
Yeah.
For thou art with me. God is with me.
Yes, sir.
In the midst of troubles, trials, heartaches, in the midst of death.
Yeah. Yeah.